Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to another episode of Vintage Story here on the Aura Fury server. Thank you very much for joining me today and continuing to show your support for the series. If you do enjoy this episode, please leave a like and a comment, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. So today we're going to go out wandering into the world. We've opened up a new translocator over to a really exciting part of the server, and so I want to go over there and have a look. And so we're going to pick up some food. I think I'm going to grab a couple of crops here, so we'll grab another one there. We've got like 7 servings, that should give us plenty enough to be getting on with. And it's going to be an interesting episode because I don't know what's going to happen. It's not very often I start one of these episodes off without actually knowing what we're going to be doing. So I've got an empty basket, got some food, got some tools. I think we're ready to go. So if we jump down this hole, head down the ladder, head around the corner, and we've got the translocator just at the end here, really nice and close to base. And it would be nice to get this set up on the other side as well. And if we head through here, we'll have a look where we are. So we are, let's see, we are just here. And you can see we are very, very close to civilization. So we have Polar Kraken's base, I believe, it's just here. Or at least this is the quarry and the place where they're all getting all the, I'm not too sure what stone it is, we'll have a look in a minute. You can actually see Polar Kraken is actually online, just here. And then we have, I believe it is Emily's base. This is Pirate Cove. And then down here we have Pendle, which is Ashantin and Copy Girl. So we're going to head down to Pendle first and have a look at that. I've had a look at it on the map, but I haven't really seen it at all on in person. I've just kind of uncovered stuff around here. I haven't really looked around. It's all been discovering it in night time, just making sure that I don't actually spoil it for myself. And then we have, so yeah, I've been looking at the different ways these paths are going, and all of this is really rough mountainous terrain. So I think we're going to head up and around and join up with the road just here, so we can actually see what's going on with this bit as well. So let's head on up. So here we are up on the surface, and we've got sandstone. The sandstone is the rock of choice around here. And we need to head on up to the north and slightly west. And doesn't take long at all before we hit, yes, here's the big lake you can see on the minimap at the side. That's what I'm using to navigate at the moment. So if we have a look at the main map now, we are still a bit too far this way. There's the, yes, here is the quarry. We've got some windmills. Let's have a look what there is. So we're now at the start of the path. We've got a nice little terrarium here actually. First. I love these little curios you find all over the server. It's like, why would somebody build that? Not a clue, but I'm sure it had some meaning at the time it was being built. So let's head onwards. And I'm already seeing some really cool stuff here. Let's have a look at this. That's really nice. I love the way that the vines change in during the seasons now. Nice arches here as well. And not much else is going on, but very, very nice start to a build. Really nice. So we've just come up to the top of the path, and one thing I love about this server so far is just wandering around all the roads. You see so many different designs for lampposts and street lighting. And so I've actually got a chest in my storage room which is just for street lighting, because I'm planning on designing some stuff myself. And so one of the things I want to do in this episode is try and take inspiration from other people's builds, and say looking at the archways down there in that build, and then looking at the like street lighting design with these. And this is using like a regular signpost, a vanilla signpost, and then just putting this little buttress down at the bottom of it. Multi-block chiseling really does add a huge amount, and it's something I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into once we get back to base. So we are currently just coming up to the Crossroads here, but I wanted to show you this area because this is stunningly beautiful. I love the landscape in this game, and this little lagoon down here at the bottom of this big waterfall. It's only a tiny little waterfall at the very top, but it's quite high up, so it creates this kind of dramatic effect coming down. And I really hope they come back through here and landscape this area fully. Some really nice tree structures around here, and it'll be nice to actually see this fully manicured and kind of landscaped up to the hilt. I believe this might actually be a custom tree. I might be wrong with that. This may just be a regular tree which has just been preserved. But if it is a custom tree, then I'm very, very impressed, because they are not easy things to do in this game. We have another little Stargate here as well, which is similar to the one at Worldspawn, and various different areas around the server where teleporters have been placed in for new players to use, send them off to different areas. And so here we have berries are along the road, please eat, okay. We have Cove and Greens, that's Pirate Cove and Mr. Greens off that way. And we have the Pendle. So this is where we're going first. And so I believe there's not much more to this road until we start getting close to Copy Girl and Ashantin's base. So we'll just have a look in this trader and then we'll cut away and you can join me back once we're closer. And so here we are, welcome to Pendle. And so let's have a look around. We have got gorgeous little snowman here, I like this. That's really cool. I just want to have a look at, I'll just pass by this. It's, what's this? Trader information. Okay. All the different traders it looks like, with what they actually buy and sell. Oh cool. That's a nice idea actually. So whenever you find a trader, you can come back here, and this is all the stuff that I suppose you would trade with them, and stuff that you would buy from them. That's really cool. Nice idea. Ooh. Oh, Ashantin did say that she had a lot of wolves around, that they keep penned up. Ooh, wow. Ooh, I like these. Those wheels. They're amazing. That's just a giant cart attached to a big witch's house. Ah, yes. I should say Pendle is about the witches' covens in the UK. And so all of this area is built around witches' houses and witch huts and stuff like that. Very witchcraft themed build. So that is why we have this big, really nicely shaped witch's hat on there. And then I assume this is like a... Can we come up onto here? Oh, it's their greenhouse. Oh, that's such a cool idea. That's really nice. That's really cool. I like that. Well done with that. So I love walking around these paths and these built up areas and the bases. There's so much different things you can do with the game. So many different ways to use the different things that are around. Look at these little tables with all the candles on them. Really nice use of the cobble skulls. And was that basalt underneath, I suppose? Really, really nice. And then here, so look, open the gate. That's so cool. It's just an ingenious use of chiseling. It gives me so many different ideas. Oh, an obsidian cat as well. Oh, wow. So many different ideas for different chiseling builds to do. And just as we walk around, it's so atmospheric. It's really nice. Just these dotted lights around everywhere, the candles and the oil lamps. Let's have a look, see if there's anything else which is really cool. Ooh. Double drifter, first of all. You're not disturbing us. Ooh. I will replace that. There we go. Now I was not expecting this. Wow. Look at the talons. Like, you can see muscle definition on the feet and on the legs. Oh, and it's got the back talon as well. That is incredible. That's incredible. The house on legs. How do you think this stuff up? Ah, so up here is the forge and all the stuff for metallurgy. That's really cool. But yeah, this is just ingenious. A completely unique build. Something you'd never see anywhere else. Madness. Oh my, wow. I'm amazed. I really am amazed at some of this stuff. And this is just the first base we've come to. I'm going to be doing this a lot more as well, going around people's bases and just wandering around and just standing in awe at some of the stuff which is being built. This actually reminds me of two of my favourite mods in Minecraft are Abyssal mod and Blood Magic. And this reminds me quite a lot of that actually. Especially with these pedestals and pillars here I've just seen. Look at these, all these symbols on. This is bauxite in the middle there. It makes a really nice definition change. And I don't know what material this is on it, but yeah. Again, such good inspiration for stuff which I do want to do. I do want to create like an occult area within the base. And this is something else I really want to do. Something I've seen around the server as well is various different bridges and the fences along the bridges done with chiseling, and it is so nice. And we'll head on over here. And I assume, looking at the map, that this is like a church type, or like, oh no, this is, okay, this is like a big trophy room and longhouse. So this is a big fire pit where you'd have the big pig on a spit or hog roast here. And then down here, what do we have down here? Ooh, lovely arches as well. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's really cool. You know, when I came down then, came down from here and I saw it, from here, that almost looked to me like an old wizened man that's kind of hunched over. You can see it, like the beard here. 2 eyes and a red nose. Oh yeah, when I came forward, it's like, oh, okay, it is really nice torch stand instead. So we're not going to go poking around behind too many doors. I was just interested in seeing some of the stuff that they're building around here. Like the inner sanctums of some of these buildings are really nice. And it does give me ideas for some of the stuff, because a lot of the stuff I've been doing so far has been very plain, very vanilla, so to speak, not really using the chisel too much at all. And so I really do want to change that and actually start working on some chiseling stuff. And I know Domkratz has been doing some really nice chiseling work back at base as well. We'll have to show you in the next episode. But it is getting to the stage now where I really need to make my mark and start doing my own chisel work. So just about to come over to see this building over here, but I've just realised they have got this invisible glitched chiseled block here. And you do find these every so often. We've seen a couple of them over at Nathan's base as well. And it's one of the problems with working with Chisel in this game, is sometimes just a save game glitch or a save game corruption will glitch out one of these blocks. And you will have to pick it up and replace it and place a new chisel block down. One thing though, one good thing about these, the only good thing I've seen so far, is it is actually an invisible block that you can use in survival mode. So you can use this to create sky structures and stuff like that. You can use them wherever you would want a invisible block. You can't place anything on top of it though, like, because it's not solid, so to speak. So if we take this off here, we can't then place that down onto there. It says it needs a solid base to attach to. However, you can place other blocks on top of it, and you can place other ones of these invisible blocks on top of it as well. So you could imagine trying to build with an invisible building material that you can also walk through. There's a couple of things I haven't tested yet. So for example, can mobs walk through them? Like if you created a too wide wall or too high wall of these, would you actually be safe on the other side of it from, say, a drifter or a wolf or something like that? Because that would have real implications for various different traps and farming mechanisms you could do with it. But I like this bridge. We'll head on over. And I love this. This is the kind of stuff I really do love. These organic shapes here. And it's something I have struggled with a huge amount, is the organic building. I'm very, very geometric in the way I design. And so even building something like this, which is a bit more free-flowing, is very difficult for me. It's very difficult for me to visualise, and then once I've actually got it wrapped in my mind, it's difficult for me to then put down in the world. But anyway, we are having a look at this building, a nice building. I don't know if we can get into it. Yes, we can. Okay. And yeah, this is kind of more of a style that I would build in, to be honest. Again, very, very geometric on the floor. I can see the structure and how they actually laid this out. First of all, building up the oak log structure, and then placing in the planks and stuff around it. It's a nice way of building, but it does come out very uniform. One of the nice things about working with a geometric mind and geometric shapes like this is you can do stuff like this. These hexagons here for these fields. We've got the cat tails there, we've got bees here obviously, and then on the other side, I'm not too sure what there is over there. We'll have a look now. But these tessellate together really nicely and create these really interesting features on the landscape as well. Okay, it's just a grass field, it seems like. Doesn't seem like there's anything else in here. Nope, just a fallow field. Hasn't really been worked at all. I assume this is where they'll get the grass from as well. But yeah, these they connect together, so you could expand these out as much as you wanted. If we have a look at the map, they've chosen to only do 3 here. But if you got 6 of them, you could actually do, well no, I suppose 1, 2, you do 7 with 1 in the centre and then 6 around the edge. That creates a nice like flower petal type effect as well. But this is the type of stuff that I really do get on with very, very well. So I've been looking at the map trying to work out what else we haven't seen yet. And there is something which I've only just spotted, which is this. So it's right up in the air. It's just a big ball right up in the air. A ladder up to it. We didn't see it because it is night time at the moment, as it almost always is in this game. And this thing is made out of basalt rock, polished rock, which is the darkest material in the game. But this is like an opposite. Oh, wow. Okay, it is their charcoal pit. That is really inventive. So you can use quartz glass on the side of a A charcoal pit. See, I'm learning new stuff about this game I never knew. I hope you guys are learning stuff as well. So cool. Really like it. So I thought we'd also take a look at this place through my camera account here. Just have a look at the overall overhead view of it. Do a couple of pans around so you can see everything properly. It's daytime now as well, so we can see the pure effect of some of these builds, which is just fantastic. Like the use of the K-pop wood here with, I believe that is peridotite, just to give this a much more grizzled feel, I suppose. It's really nice with like the cobwebs and cobble skulls underneath, bony soil. Wow, really cool. We didn't actually look at this build either, so we'll just head inside and we can see some, again, really nice chisel work just to make this statue here. And this is the kind of stuff, even though this is like a brutal survival game, you get this kind of stuff as well. It's also a really innovative building game, and that's what I love about it so much. Use of cobwebs here as well as decorations. And here we see the really unique build, a house on chicken legs. It's really cool. I do love this. I wonder if they're going to come back through here with some, I don't know, limestone to change the andesite on the talons out. Some limestone, just give that a little bit of definition to it. But even if they don't, it's fantastic. I love it. So yeah, this is a truly unique base. Truly unique builds. It's really nice. I've taken a lot of inspiration from here as well. And I think next we will be heading on to Pirate Cove. So we are now here at the crossroads between Pendle and Pirate Cove. I don't know how far away this place is, so we're just going to keep the camera rolling as we wander down the path here. Now, I've heard a lot of stuff about this base. I haven't really seen it myself though. So I don't know whether this has been kind of hyped up beyond its beyond its means, or whether it is kind of truly incredible. But we can see some stuff coming into view now. We can see a lovely windmill over there, and a much bigger windmill over there. Let's just see where we are on the map. And we are just here. So we have a big build over here. This looks like a complex in its own right. And then we have the main city that we're coming up to now. So we'll head on up this way. So we've got more traditional style builds up here. With this one right in front of us with plaster. 2 tall fences for the animals. And let's see. Okay. I think we'll have a look at the windmill first. So if we head into here, we can see nice little path heading up. And inside, got some graffiti on the beams either. And then all the way up there, that's where the windmill is. So it's only a single bladed windmill. I think it only needs to be. It's only really for a single quern inside, isn't it? But yeah, that's really nice. We'll close the doors behind us. We'll head on down. And we can see this is where a path is going to go eventually. For now, it is over here. We'll keep on looking onwards. We've got a build over here. This is really nice. Ooh. But they got a wolf pit as well. We have wolves in here. Okay, yeah, I found the wolves. They are down here. I ended up falling into the pit with the wolves. Typically. I did not want to kill them, so I was trying to find a way out without killing them. But yeah, we'll leave the puppies alone, and we will head onwards. It sounds like there's another wolf somewhere around here, but I don't know where it is. And here it just there. Anyway, this build is Econ Bronies. He's one of the admins here on the server. So this is one of his builds. I can tell because if we head up here, it is actually claimed. You can see claimed by player Econ Brony. But this really nice door down here. Beautiful chiseled door. And again, I love the design of these buildings, the proportions of them. And you can see up here as well, the railings up there. I think they are actually railings, aren't they? They're not chiseled. Yeah, they are. They're actual railings, but not chiseled. But these windows look really cool as well. We look down here, we can see this is the pattern on the windows there. We can't have a look inside because it is claimed. And on the back of the building here, we've got this chiseled water wheel. Now, there are actually water wheels in the game. This isn't one of the working ones, though. But it's a really nice idea to have something like this. A lot more ornate on the side of the building here. It's really beautiful. Really well designed. There's a lot of fields around this. A lot more than I thought, actually. It's a lot more kind of natural area around here than I thought. With a big patch of different bushes in here. Area for bees. We've got loads of bunnies and raccoons in there. Constant sound of wolves around. In here, we've got some sheep. And still the sound really close of the wolves. I don't know where they are. And then in these builds, I do like these builds as well. It's the chiseled hay grass. We've used hay grass, but just as 4 blocks. Because the style of build that I do kind of lends itself to using just full blocks of this stuff. But it does work very well with the chiseling effect as well. And we've seen that with Nathan's builds, for the little build we made for Nathan in a live stream. That uses the chiseled stuff as well. I'm thinking of doing a little bit more over there as well with Nathan's style of build. So we will be able to play around with us a lot more. And then the piece de resistance. I love this. This is incredible. I love boats. I love ships. I love tall ships especially. I've actually gone sailing out into the ocean, or into the sea, into the Irish Sea, on a tall ship. God, it must have been about 9 years ago now. Wow, 9 or 10 years ago. God, time flies. And Mum and Dad and I went out onto a tall ship in Liverpool, which was just beautiful. And then this area around here, wow. Let's just have a look at this. This is a natural cove with these huge mountains over the side. And we can see underneath here really has been kitted out like a proper Tortugian village. Then in here, are these open? No, they're not. This is Econ's as well. And yeah, in here, this is like an apothecary shop type thing. Is that like a little... Oh wow, that's really cool. I like that. Yeah, beautiful designs. Again. And then heading around this way, we have another place around here. This looks like a little marketplace, maybe? Yeah. Oh, okay, this is their forge. And hello, Mr. Drifter. If I kill you, am I actually going to be able to loot your body? Yes, I am. Okay. I thought this was one of his chisel spots then, but it's not. It's a very deep, dark hole. So yeah, we've got lots of storage around here. The bloomeries, I've tended to kind of stack all of these together and not really make anything else of them because they're always temporary. Whenever you use them, they're just temporary, so they don't tend to get that much love. So I like the fact that they have actually given them a bit more thought about the way they're laying them out. And again, oh, this is nice. I like this, where you can actually see the rotors. It's not all hidden away, but it is actually laid behind the wall. So it could be hidden away, you know, it could be, all of these could be solid and opaque, but we've decided to keep them so you can see where all the cabling goes. Shall we see if we can head up onto the boat at all? There is actually a ladder here, so we'll head on up onto the ship to see how they've done some of the stuff on the ship. The stow hold. More wolves around here, really? Wow, okay. Lovely grating to the stow hold made with basalt rock. And then under here, lots of storage, of course. I may end up building a ship. I'm not too sure yet. Haven't decided. But this kind of makes me want to. Really does. I've got that ship in the in my Minecraft survival Minecraft creative world, which I could bring over into this and work out how to do it, what best materials to use, that kind of thing. Really nice captain's hold. There you go. Ooh, some like Celtic knotwork on the oak as well. Very nice. A triple bed. And then heading out here. I think what may have happened is Econ's claimed a lot of this to use for Pirate Cove, so that the owners of these aren't using up their own claim slots for some stuff which is, I suppose, meant for server, meant for basically archiving on the server. Some of the beautiful builds like this. I've seen a lot of stuff just around the server which Econ has claimed, just to make sure we don't get griefed, that kind of thing. And I love the use of these shingles as well, the shop shingles. This is a really nice idea. It's something I have always wanted to do. With the builds that I've got, it doesn't tend to go too well, but maybe with a signpost or something outside, it may actually work. So I may have a play around in creative and see what I can do with some of these shop shingles. And here we can see the masters at work. We can see that new statue is going up here. Not a clue what it's going to be yet, but I'm sure the owner has some idea about how it's going to end up. I don't think you could get this far into a build without knowing what you're building. So yeah, be interesting to see how this comes out. So my take on this place, on the map, I thought it was a lot more built up, with a lot more builds than it is. But the truth is, it's just kind of this area of spectacular beauty. Really, really nice designs for the buildings that are here. Lovely path structures, and you can see how this place is going to expand as it gets more and more and more established. It's already a very established area. One thing about this game is that you don't really need that much real estate for a single player, or even for a group of, say, 4 or 5 people working together. Once you've got your own house or your own room within a house to put your own storage stuff, you've got a forge, you've got a main storage room, you've got a couple of other rooms just for your forestry stuff and natural stuff and farming. But other than that, everything else is just kind of up to you to decide what you want to do. You know, you can build buildings. There's not necessarily going to be anything inside them. So it can be difficult to work out what to build next sometimes. But these guys have got it seems like they've got a good idea about where they're going to expand out to and what they're going to do with it. And I love this. The Pirate Cove area is beautiful. I really like it. And the little marina at the front as well. We just head back over there. I came down here because I wanted to see what this area looked like. On the map it looks amazing, and down here it looks even better. So yeah, there you go. But if we head back on over to the marina, you can see just in the background over there, that is Mr. Green's base. But we will be visiting at some point in the future. It's not quite finished to the point where I know he wants it. He's currently building an airship, like a Zeppelin, if you can believe that. So we will be visiting his base later on in the series, in volume 2 of this unguided tour. Yeah, but this simple plan here, just to build a slabbed area around with some little jetties coming off it. Very, very, very simple way to do a marina. but it is so effective. It works really well. And then just putting some crates down with a lantern on top just makes it look like a dockyard. Brilliant. So again, we'll do a bird's eye tour of the same builds just so we can get an idea, a much better idea about the layout of this place. So we can see the outskirts here, this really nice landscaped little pond, little lake here. Got this statue, which hasn't been finished yet, and this really nice windmill. It does have a couple of chimneys over top here. We didn't really get to have a look around this one at all. So we'll have a look in now. Just wanted to have a look at the mechanism of this, just see if there's anything going on, which there isn't. And so then we have the water wheelhouse here as well. Very, very nice build. I love the proportions on these builds. That's something I'm always very, very impressed with. Something I've been cautious with some of my builds, but they don't seem out of place, especially with the tower that I built, the quad blade windmill. Because they can seem very, very out of place and out of proportion with the landscape around it. Very easy to do in this game. But this is really nicely designed. And it's even easier to make things look too small in the landscape rather than too big. Because when you're chiseling down, you've got all of these really, really small little steps and stuff. Whereas the natural steps, the natural landscape tends to be much bigger. It's full blocks. And then you can make half blocks, half slabs look natural. But then when you're trying to make 2 tall blocks and 1 tall blocks look natural, then it can be very, very difficult and just push it out of scale. But this hasn't. This has been really good. I like this. We have a few more little farm areas here, which is very cool. Nice designs on them. I like the fact that they're all different. We have like the little hay shack here, and then we have a bit more of an established little house here, little coop, and then in here is an actual shop. Oh wow, hang on, this is something we haven't really seen. So this is just like a butcher's shop. So you can see we've got the chiseled stuff on the top with some meat hooks, and then on the side here you've got the executioner's axe. It looks like it might be broken off at the haft, but hey. And then, oh wow, we've got refrigeration units. That's really cool. Very, very interesting. And then, of course, out here we have the dockland and the ship. And then we head on up. This is the view you would get from the crow's nest, looking down onto the place. It's a bit foggy at the moment, which is a shame. But it's very difficult to get a time which isn't foggy in this game. Something I'm looking about trying to get rid of for the camera account. Just get nice, clean shots. And then we'll head on through to here. Looks like a little swing bridge type thing. And then this is the underground cave here, which is beautiful. The Cove area. And it does actually come around here. You can see it's the waterfalls, the natural waterfalls have been diverted via a little aqueduct on all of these, which is very, very nice. Nice way to do the landscape with the paths underneath. And then that heads off to Mr. Greenspace. Now, of course, with this tour, this has just been a kind of a whistle-stop tour of a couple of different bases. And I'm sure that I have missed out a huge amount from both bases. We haven't really got the story behind it. But this is part of the charm about doing these unguided tours, is that I just get to kind of put my own spin on things. I get to see a build as you would see it if you're just walking around the world. And then later on in the series, I want to come back here with a guide, somebody to actually walk me around this, show me what's actually going on with some of this stuff, tell me the history behind it, both with this base and with Pendle. And I'm sure I can rope a Shantin into making an episode with me. I don't think it'll be too difficult. So yeah, that is something to look forward to in future. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will. See you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.